This is the Conservative Czar, August 22nd, 2012. And I'm still not done. I'm going to beat a dead horse. I'm going to beat it into the ground. There's nothing, I reiterate, there's nothing that Akin said that warrants 1/100th of the comments that have been made. The left is criticizing Akin and using the comments because they're pro-abortion. As a conservative, traditional conservative, I am pro-life, and different from the left. The problem, and why this is such a disturbing thing, and why I said yesterday that I didn't think there was any way we could recover from it, is because we get the nature of the conservative movement here. We get the nature of how weak-kneed everyone is. And it stems from something that started a long time ago. And it really started with Ronald Reagan. When Ronald Reagan, what used to be pro-abortion, he changed to pro-life, he would talk about it in some speeches. But basically his position was, I don't need to be upfront about this. The pro-life movement can secretly build the base, can secretly support me. I'm pro-life, but I'm not going to talk about it. And that has been the position of mainstream Republicans ever since. Now we've gone into a different area now. But the cause of our problem today is because for 30 years we have been embarrassed to talk about the issue, pro-life, and we've been embarrassed about other traditional Christian values. And we have this cacophony of people like Karl Rove, like Romney, like now even it shows you how bad things are. How now Ryan is even backtracking on some of the pro-life principles for political expediency. Now, it was up until about 2 or 3 years ago. Hey, you're pro-life, and be quiet. Vote for us, but be quiet. We're never going to talk about the issue. Now, in the last 2 or 3 years, what has been going on is they've been saying, we're not going to talk about the issue at all, and it's okay to be somewhat pro-abortion. We're a big tent. And the culmination of that is the nomination of Mitt Romney. And he didn't have a conversion like Ronald Reagan did. He had a political conversion that will mean nothing when he's elected. But here's what's happened for this 30 years. Because we bought into it. The pro-life movement bought into it. Yeah, we can deliver the votes. We don't have to talk about it. You say you're pro-life, that's good enough for me. But the issue of life, the issue of when life begins and why it's sacred and why we're pro-life was never discussed in the general discussion of political discourse. For 30 years, it's been that way. You wonder why we're losing? And what's going on today is the result of that 30 years of silence. And as I said in the beginning of this, I don't think there's any hope. The Akin controversy illustrates this problem, illustrates the consequence of the silence about abortion that we've tolerated in the Republican Party for 30 years. And we're done. We're toast. When we have guys like Rush Limbaugh caving and giving in on the idea that a victory is more important than principles, it's not. Forget about 2012. These people don't matter. They're not going to change a thing. This is a fiction of Romney's imagination that he is going to be significantly different than Obama. He's not. He's going to grow government. He's not going to talk about life issues. He's not going to... Do you think for a minute he's going to defend traditional Christian values? No. He's not going to do it. To throw a person like Akin under the bus, to throw him under the bus for the expedience of an election is wrong. And it is the weak need. It's us. It's us who just can't see it, don't have the guts to stand up, and we're not going to say we're not going to take it anymore. This is a very, very bad time. the cancer within the conservative movement and the Republican Party is much bigger than I had ever thought, and I had given up on it a long time ago. This is the Conservative Czar. See you next time.